This morning we would like to brief you and update you on what has been happening in our offices since we came into office at the end of the general elections last year. And we've been in Parliament, in the parliamentary sittings in October and again in December. And those you have already covered because after each week we've given you an update after the week's sitting. So today we'd just like to bring to your attention some of the happenings that have taken place in our offices over the last few weeks. I believe that when you're covering Parliament, you are also familiar with the Constitution. And in this case here, it is sections 77 and 79 of the 2013 Constitution. Section 77 deals with the Speaker and her role and the authority that she has in Parliament. And Section 79 deals with the Secretary General. And in both of these offices, it states that they are independent. They are independent and not subject to the direction and or control of any person or authority. You can look this up afterwards. And in the case of the Secretary General, she is also independent and not subject to the direction or control of any person or authority except the Speaker, which means that it should be independent of the executive or the judiciary. In our particular case, we've had difficulties with this independence, and that is why we have brought you here in this latest case in terms of the funding. This is the funding that has been approved in the 2015 budget, which was approved in the December sitting of December 2014 sitting of Parliament. The allocation for the opposition officers normally come through the parliamentary, budget, but in this particular case, the Minister for Finance, who you know is also Attorney General, and he wears other hats which you are well aware of, and one of them is the Secretary General GS of the Fiji First Party. And in this particular case, we have the documents which we will give you after this, which you can study and put it together in terms of your media releases. In this particular case, we have difficulties because we see some interference from the executive, in this case the Minister of Finance, and this is in terms of the funding that's given to the opposition officers, which comes through the normal channels as has happened in the past. In this particular instance, he has a suggestion, which in our case is a directive from the Secretary General, that this funding goes to the political parties. And you're aware of the various decrees that have been given to us in terms of the political parties decree, which is decree number 4 of 2013, which states very clearly there where the funding for the parties have to come from. It cannot come through organizations or companies, or in this case even government. I think if you go back and you study that decree, you'll also see where this, in this particular case, if we were to go along with that directive, it will be contravening that particular decree and also the Constitution and the standing orders of Parliament in terms of the Secretary General and the Speaker. So I think that's where I would like to put my case. Maybe Biman and the government whip would like to add to that. And in terms of the integrity and the independence of Parliament, and for us in our particular case, to go along with what we see is illegal is not something that we can support. or condone in this particular instance in contravention of the political parties' decree in terms of the Constitution and in terms of the standing orders of Parliament.